Hey everyone, in today's video we're going to be going over how to use the Material UI snippets and how to create your own Material UI snippets. And if you've never used snippets before, you are in for a treat because it is going to greatly increase the efficiency of your development cycle, and man, it is such a time saver. And if you're not familiar with what a snippet is, I'm going to briefly go over a quick example of what snippets are, how you can use them, and where you can get them. Before I start, I just want to say thank you so much for everyone that's been interacting with me in the comments. I read every single comment, and if you find value in this video, please consider liking, leave a good comment, or subscribing. I really appreciate it, and it really helps the channel out with the YouTube algorithm. So let's talk about what a snippet is. A snippet is essentially something that is specific for VS Code, and what it will do is, depending on the type of snippet you have, you can type a keyword, or it is known as a prefix, and it will create a bunch of code in your file depending on what that prefix is. So for example, if I go to my extensions, I have one called ES7 React Redux GraphQL React Native blah 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 snippets, and what that will allow me to do is, let's say for example, I wanted to create a React functional component. I can just type in RFC and I can click this and it will instantly create a functional component in React for me. And pretty much that's what snippets are. They're little keywords you can type in that will automatically generate a larger amount of code in your file, so you don't have to spend a bunch of time typing all of this out. If I wanted a React class component, for example, this add-on, this extension has a prefix for that. It's RCCs. And there's a whole bunch of other ones that I've never even used before. For example, yeah, look at all of these, right? I can even create, like, for example, a React component with Redux already set up for me, and this is a class component with, you know, everything I need to set Redux up and stuff like that. And I'm going to show you guys how you can get these from Material UI, or how you can make your own, because I've made my own because I really like having my own specific ones. And this project is just a random project that I used in one of my videos. I've made a test.jsx file that I'm going to use for all of them. So there are two ways to get snippets. Number one, you can make your own, or number two, you can get them from extensions. First of all, I'm going to show you how the ones that you make your own look like. So for example, I have a very simple one that I've made here, and it is called make styles, and I'll go through how all this stuff works, but first I want to show you exactly what it does. When I type in make styles, which is the prefix, so this prefix is whatever you want to type in to have all of this stuff get imported into your file. Whenever I type in make styles, it will automatically import make styles for me. It'll create the use styles from Material UI, and it'll create my classes object. So this specific one is one that I use, and it's really useful, for example, if you already have a React component. So let's set up a very basic React component. In fact, I can use the React functional component snippet here. And let's say I wanted to, you know, style this div using Material UI. Well, I can type in make styles here, and it will give me all the code I need, so I don't have to manually import make styles. I don't have to set up use styles, and I don't have to call classes. I can just take this, paste this in here, and you'll see that I actually don't even need props here. You'll see that this is all I really need to do. And then let's say, for example, if I want to say, you know, container div style, I can make that, you know, let's say display equals flex, for example, and over here just type class name equals classes dot container div style. So it's just a really simple way to set up, you know, different things, different patterns. If you have a lot of patterns when you code, like for example, setting up specific components, you can make them as a snippet and you don't have to worry about. Now, here is one of my favorite that I've created myself. When I like to create a new file, when I'm doing a Material UI project, usually I have the same file structure. Usually I want to import React, I want to import make styles, I want to have make styles and, you know, the class name already set up, and I want to import something from Material UI core that will allow me to, you know, easily import the rest of things from Material UI core. And I'm going to make all these snippets public, by the way, so you can get them in the description of this video. But when you want to create a snippet, this is what you do. You click Control-Shift-P to open up the VS Code palette. Then you type in snippets. And you'll see here this prefix, configure user snippets, is what you want to click. And then you have a couple options. So they have some templates over here for different languages, and at the top you can either create a new global snippets file, which is going to be snippets that are going to be available to all your components, or you can create a snippets file specific for the actual directory and project you are working in. So if you're creating a snippet and it's only going to be used in this project, you can create a local snippet. But if you're like me and you're using Material UI across a lot of different projects, then you can go ahead and create a global snippets file. Then you can type the name of the snippets file. So I'm going to call this Material UI base component. You can call it whatever you want. And then it's going to give you a huge JSON file here, and pretty much they will have a bunch of comments in here with examples of how you can create a snippets file. So I've already created this snippet, so I'm gonna go ahead and paste this in. Like I said, you'll be able to get this if you like my snippet and you want to use it. I'll put it on GitHub or something like that. You can see here that the prefix for this snippet is MUI, and exactly what it is going to do is it is going to import. This is all the code that is going to be injected into the file when I type in MUI, and you'll see here as soon as I do it, it does it. Now there are some cool keywords you can look at. For example, you can see here I'm using the file name to create the component. You can see here my file name is test.jsx, and when it creates the component, it knows to create it as test. My component to be test, and it knows to export test. So there are cool little keywords you can use, like tm_file name base will be the actual file name. And then all I have in here is it imports, make styles from Material UI core and typography. And I can even, for example, let's say I wanted to create my classes just like I did before. What I can do here is over here, so inside of here, I can go ahead and just create that right there. I can get rid of this props, and now if I were to, so as you can see here, nothing's using this use styles. I didn't set up classes the same way I did in the other snippet. If I were to type MUI right now, you can see classes is now here because I edited it and I added that string right under, in the proper place. So those are some cool examples of personal snippets and how to use them. Now if we go online, we can see that there are a bunch of different snippets, and Material UI actually has their own official snippets, and these snippets are really cool. So you see there's a little GIF here, and what they're doing is they type in MUI button and it'll automatically create button. It'll automatically import it if you haven't imported it yet, and it's just a really quick way if you want to, like, for example, use buttons and stuff like that. So I'm going to go to the extension store. I'm going to type in Material UI snippets. And let's see, this one, which I think is the official one, is by VScode Shift. So I'm going to look, and here we go. This is the one by VScode Shift. I'm going to go ahead and install this. You can see a bunch of other people have made their snippets, public, and they've published it on the VScode extension stuff. So you can also go through theirs and see the type of, snippets they have and stuff like that. But for now, let's stick with the official one. And you'll see here I have so we can manage the extension, and we can automatically turn on, let's say, for example, if we scroll down to settings, is there settings here? No. So let's try and get to these settings for here, extension settings, and you can see here, add completed imports, whether to add imports for the snippets. So we want to turn this to on. Although if you read the documentation here, you'll see that there's a performance warning where sometimes it can cause your VS Code to slow down by having this automatic imports. But for now, just to test it out, if it slows down your computer, you can go to the settings and turn it off. But just for testing this out, let's turn it on. So we have this on, and let's go in here, and let's say, for example, I wanted button. I wanted a button component here. I can type in MUI, and you will see here I get a huge list of different MUI components. But let's type in MUI button, and bam! As soon as I type this in, it will add it to my imports from Material UI core. It will create the button, and I can type in this is a button. So it's a lot faster than manually opening a thing, typing in button, like creating your own variants and stuff like that, having to put add the import. And now there's another part I want to look at that's also really cool. So let's do MUI button again. Whoops, MUI button, and you will see here, when I create the button, it will automatically highlight these props, and one by one I can go through and configure these props to be whatever I want, which is really useful because the default button variant is actually just text, and it doesn't look like a button at all, and I always have to manually go through and change them to either contained or outlined so they look more like a button. But with this, I can create the button, and then I can go ahead, go to this drop down, click contained, and then if I click tab, it will go to the next parameter that's highlighted, and I can change the color to secondary, for example. And they've implemented this for all the Material UI components that you see on that list, and you can get a better list over here. You can see they have MUI snippets for all of these components, which is pretty much, I haven't gone through every single one and cross-checked it, but it looks like it's probably all the components that they have. You can see exactly what all of them will drag in. For example, if I were to type in MUI app bar, MUI app bar, you can see here it brings in an app bar with toolbar and typography inside. It'll automatically highlight the props for the app bar. So if I want it to be fixed or sticky, let's say I want a sticky app bar, I click tab, and then I can go ahead and choose the color. Let's say it defaults to primary, but let's say I want it to be, secondary or something like that. There we go, right? So these are insanely useful, and I saved this video for one of the last ones, and I didn't use these in any of my other videos because I feel like it's really beneficial to first have an understanding and manually, create these Material UI components yourself so you get the hang of it. And then once you know how everything works, using the snippets is an added benefit, because if you get too used to, for example, making app bars with the snippet, you might not fully understand that an app bar is really, or a header is really an app bar with a toolbar nested inside and then a bunch of elements inside of that toolbar. So it's good to learn the manual way first, in my opinion, and then use the snippets to sort of make things a lot faster. But you can go either way if you really want to. If you're new to Material UI and you just want things to be really quick, if you wanted to, you could download these Material UI snippets and use them for yourself. But yeah, these, I feel like I never see anyone talking about these online, but they're such a huge time saver, and they're so useful. And another cool thing I like is it will automatically know, for example, whether I'm importing all of my components from Material UI Core, or if I'm doing that weird, there's another way to import it is like, instead of having, you can default export it from Material UI Core / typography instead. So now let's get rid of all this stuff again. And I believe, if you type in MUI button, there you go. So it knows what style you're importing with, and it'll, instead of, grouping the typography and the button imports together, it will take your style of importing and stay with it. I personally like the previous style where you sort of have everything come from this, because it's less, it's a lot more clean in my opinion. I know there have been some discussions in the comment section on whether or not one is more efficient than the other in terms of when it comes to bundling your application, but I don't think there's any real performance difference. But yeah, so hope you guys found this video valuable. Like I said, I'm gonna find a place to put my snippets that I've showed you guys, and if you want these snippets like I just showed you, where you type MUI button and it creates the button for you and stuff like that, just download the Material UI snippets from the extension store from VScode. And yeah, if you found value in this video, please consider liking, subscribing, leaving a comment. I can't tell you how much it helps with the YouTube algorithm. It helps get these videos out there, and I read every single comment. Even if I don't get to reply to them, I read every single comment that you guys read. So thank you so much, and hope everyone's staying safe and have an amazing week.